Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I'm talking to my friend and colleague Marie Kennedy. Hi Marie, how are you doing?
I'm good, thanks, Nikki. How are you?
Good, thank you. Always good to see you.
It's good to see you.
Marie, I've got a couple of questions to ask you today. You're the second to last person I'm interviewing, so it's been fun. So first of all, I'm going to go into the questions and ask you what job is it that you do, where you do it, and what do you enjoy about it?
Okay, I am a learning associate working with young people, and I work across all 8 of the University of Cambridge museums and the Botanic Gardens, and I'm based at the Fitzwilliam Museum. And my job is about finding ways to engage young people with museums and culture. I work specifically with targeted groups, so a lot of my work at the moment is with disabled young people with mental health issues, young parents, sort of any groups that might not normally visit a museum, basically. What I enjoy about it is I get to meet loads of amazing young people, which I love. I get to collaborate with lots of people. I get to meet lots of people. And I get to work across 8 museums that have got amazing collections and a botanic garden. I mean, what's not to love?
Pretty cool, actually, isn't it?
Very cool. Oh, and no day's the same, obviously. Every day's different.
Excellent. Marie, have you always wanted to work in a museum?
Is it bad if I say no?
No.
I didn't. I'm going to be honest. I didn't live my life thinking some people really want to work in museums. When I was growing up, was more into kind of drama and theatre and wanted to work in theatre. But I fell into museums entirely. And since I fell into museums, I can't imagine doing anything else than working in another sector. But I did always love museums when I was growing up, and I used to visit lots of them.
Oh, that's good then. Excellent. Marie, what was your educational pathway?
So I did A levels, obviously. I did English, drama, and history. And then I went to university and I studied drama. So probably not your usual pathway into a museum, but one that I found really useful because doing a drama degree, I had to think about how to engage an audience, which is pretty much my job for museums. I had to kind of think about research and how to sell something, which again is a big part of my job, and being able to communicate effectively with people and collaborate.
Excellent. What university did you go to?
I went to Loughborough University. Yeah.
What experience of work did you have before this job?
So quite varied, really. I did some volunteering when I was younger. I volunteered at a Mind mental health centre, working with people. At university, to help pay my way, I was a checkout assistant when I came back at a couple of supermarkets, which taught me how to kind of deal with people and how to keep a smile on my face. Then at university, I was a marketing assistant for the student union, which I really enjoyed, which again was a lot about working with people and kind of negotiating and collaborating. And then I was a visitor services assistant in a museum, and that's how I got into museums. I worked in my local museum. I did that for a year, and I bugged them every day. I bugged the learning team. Can I take part? Can I help? What can I do? And eventually, probably just to shut me up, I got a project post that was incredible. Really, I worked across the Fens, across four counties and 18 partnership museums, and I had to co-curate an exhibition. And then run this huge education and outreach program attached to it. So I got to see loads of different things all at once, but it really made me realise that where my heart lay was working with teenagers. And that's kind of then, after that, all the jobs I had. So I went to historic royal palaces, Norfolk Museum Service. They were all youth outreach jobs. So not working in schools, but working in informal ways, so like with groups that I mentioned before. And I was a learning manager at the Junction as well, so I did work in an arts venue for a bit, but it's always been learning, really.
Wonderful. With regards to your job, what are the most important skills and attributions that you need?
I think you could be really organised. I think you need to be good at communicating, because I work with so many different types of people. I work with agencies, I work with charities, councils, all the different museums. Enthusiasm, because there are you do have to really love what you do, because sometimes it's a lot. Flexibility, being able to adapt quickly, being able to be creative, really, because I do have to think quite creatively sometimes. So yeah, probably those.
Great. And finally, what would you tell your younger self if you had the opportunity?
I think I'd tell myself not to be too hard on myself, because I think probably over the years we're all a bit hard on ourselves, and things will be okay. But also, I think one of the biggest things I've learned over my life is that sometimes things happen that you don't expect, and you have to adapt, and you have to change your plans, and you go with them.
That's a really good response. I like that. Actually, quite a few people have said, don't be too hard on yourself, and things happen for a reason. So that's great. Marie, thank you so much for spending time with us today. I really appreciate it. And
No problem.
I'll see you again soon.
Definitely. Take care.